The Idol, which I know is something you had like so much passion for.
Yeah.
And like there was so much mystique about like the production and how many episodes and what's going to happen, the whole thing. And then you have your experience, and then the press has their own interpretation of it. Did you did that feel surreal, kind of like to go through it, this passion project for everybody involved, and then to have this other narrative kind of going on at the same time?
I mean, yes and no. Like I think the thing that sucked about that was to have people kind of like talking shit about Sam, who is a great friend of mine and somebody that I consider like family. Like I'm super close with him and Ashley, his wife, who's a producer on the show. Right. And they are such wonderful people, like so incredible, so kind, and like really like kind of took me under their wing in a way. And so I think the only thing that I really like was upsetting about that whole time period was people talking negatively about him, because the things that they said about him, particularly as a filmmaker, just couldn't be further from the truth, and from at least my experience working with him. So that sucks. You just never want to hear people like talking shit about your friend.
Sure. And you love that character, I know.
I love that character, and I love that show. And I, like I was saying earlier, like people are always gonna, make their own opinions of things, and so you just have to be steadfast in your conviction of like, I know why I'm doing this, and I know why I did that, and that really felt like a turning point. Like that was a time period in my life where I feel like I learned so much. I was pushed so far out of my comfort zone in the most beautiful way, and it gave me so much growth that I will always look back on that as like one of the most special times of my life. And in a way, it's like, it was surreal and not, because we always knew it was going to be controversial,
Sure.
and so
you weren't making
no, you
network
gotta,
TV.
You gotta be
edgy.
expecting that in a way, and that's okay. Like I'm interested in that kind of work. I'm down for that, and I think we were also like pushing like society's buttons, I think intentionally a little bit in a way, and of course it was received in the way that it was, but it's okay. I mean, every time like people do come up to me sometimes and say like, I loved The Idol, and I'm always like, I love that, it makes me so happy, and yeah, I think it's beautiful, and I wouldn't have changed anything about it.